Hello everyone, my name is Miss Aung. Today I'm going to show you how to screen record using any Mac desktop computer or laptop. This tutorial is targeted for those who are MacBook users. Today I'll be using a MacBook Air. Now, you can only access to these functions if you have a Mac computer or laptop that is operating under a Mojave or Catalina OS. To start recording, the first thing that you have to do is go to the page that you want to record, then click Shift, Command, and number 5 together from your keyboard. So Shift, Command, and number 5. Once you've done that, you should see a camera cursor replace your arrow cursor. Also, you will see a toolbox on your lower screen, which allows you to partially or fully record your screen. To make sure we record our voice, we need to go to Options. Then we need to choose Built-in Microphone. Now everything is set for recording. So you can either press record or click anywhere on your screen to start recording. Once you've done that, a recording button will appear at the top menu bar of your screen. When you want to finish your recording, all you have to do is click on the recording button, which should disappear after. Finally, your screen recording should appear on your desktop and will be saved automatically. That's it everyone. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you will hear about other options for PC from Mr. Beal. Thank you for your time.
Okay, so just a very quick demo of the Xbox Game Bar. All right, this is just another feature in the most updated version of Windows 10. So you should be able to see your Windows 10 version over here, and as long as it's had updates recently, then this should be a feature. If it's not there, you can just go to the Microsoft Windows Store and you just type in Game Bar. Okay, and we'll hit enter, and then what comes up is this green application, the Game Bar. I've already got it installed, okay, and it's literally just designed around recording whatever application you have open, so it's just asking me to launch there. All right, so if I hit launch, the same thing can be activated. You can still access it just by pressing Windows and Alt and G. So you can see I've got a couple of functions there, a couple of features kind of thing. It is designed around recording an application. So I'm just going to load this PDF up in the background. If you needed to have this open and then wanted to access the game bar, it would just be Windows Alt G. So with the game bar open, it would just sit over whatever application. Okay, and there's a few options there. That's obviously your volume there. You can take a screenshot. But this is the one we're interested in. Okay, now your recording may not be enabled. Okay, so that's the button above where I'm pointing. Sometimes you'll have to click that to turn it on, and it'll just ask you to enable that feature. And this one over here, obviously the camera there is just for a still screenshot. Now, I can't actually record this currently using Xbox Game Bar because I'm recording this video in Camtasia. But you get the idea. This will pop up over any application you have open. So if you, for example, are doing a PowerPoint, you could just hit that Windows, Alt, and G. It'd pop up over the PowerPoint and you could begin recording. And it'll save those videos inside videos. So you just go and grab that capture and you can put it up on Google Classroom. All right, we'll give it a go. We'll give you a demo of what it looks like to be recording with the Xbox Game Bar. Thanks. Okay, so as you can see now, I'm creating a second video. So I was just giving a bit of an overview of what we're working on. You can't see my screen, my webcam in this method, but I can definitely still talk to the screen here. I can obviously, I'm just using Adobe Acrobat Pro DC here. I can just highlight certain sections. So I could say this is what we have to do in lesson 1. You got to make sure that you do this. Put the heading there. Okay, this is essential. You've got to also ensure that you complete this question. What is the Black Death? Okay, and I also want to see definitely 1 through 6. This is important. Okay. So you could do a bunch of stuff there in terms of you could also comment, okay, on this PDF. But this is just one method. So all you would need really is Adobe Acrobat DC and Xbox Game Bar that is accessible through Microsoft Store. And that will be one way of recording your screen and drawing on it. Okay, welcome back. All right, so there you just saw a quick example of using the Xbox Game Bar. And what I did was just load up a PDF and just had a bit of a draw on it, just to highlight, what the class would have to do for the 2-week cycle. The next method I'm going to show is Adobe Captivate. Now, Adobe Captivate is part of the Adobe package that has been pushed out to all the DT laptops that we have at Punchbowl Boys. So it's just a screen capture program. What you need to do is just go down to the Windows icon at the bottom, okay, and then just search Cap, all right, and there will come up Adobe Captivate 2017. Now, the 2019 version is the one that you can record the webcam on. So we're still kind of fine-tuning the method there. And again, this is something that is just based on the license agreement that the department have with Adobe. But basically, this is another very straightforward method of recording your screen. So I'm just going to go to Video Demo. Okay, I'm just going to double-click on that. You can also annotate a PowerPoint. Okay, so that again is very straightforward. In this case, I'm just going to go to Video Demo. We're looking at Captivate here. It's just asking me what do I want to record an application or the screen area, and I'm going to just hit. You can hit Custom Size, and you can see that little red border come up, and you can also hit Full Screen. So that's just going to record everything on the screen. There are other options to, for example, hide the taskbar or bits and pieces, or I think you can highlight the mouse and so on. I'm going to go into settings there. I don't think this should be necessary. And again, you can do this, I've got a headset on just to make the audio a bit clearer, but you could do all of this just with your department PC. Okay, so it's asking me here if I want to hide the system tray, bits and pieces like that. It's also asking audio options, narration and system audio. So you could mute that system audio. That's just going to be your clicks and your button presses and so on. But that's all good to go. All right, so I'm just going to go OK. All right, so now I'm going to jump out of the Camtasia that I'm recording this in and into Adobe Captivate and do a quick recording. Okay, so now you can see my screen. I'm in Adobe Captivate. You can see down there. It's giving me a little countdown for recording. I'm just going to double click on my history work and just go to comment on the side there as I did before. And it'll give me these options again. So I can draw on the screen. I can also, for example, use arrows. So this bit's very important. It's also important that you do this section down here. Make sure that's sorted. And you could also use this as a way to give direct feedback about student work, for example. So if they submitted a document, you could go, look, that needs tightening up there. You need to comment on this part, or you could highlight various parts, something like that. Look, make sure that you only do this in week 1 and 2, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's just 2 examples of recording your screen. Any questions, please, just get in touch, and good luck.
Hello from Mr. Al-Hindi, and welcome to this tutorial that show you how to record a lesson on your iPad. What you need is a GoodNotes 5 and a TechSmith Capture software if you're not willing to use the built-in recording feature on your iPad. So what you do, go to the App Store and type in GoodNotes 5, and you can download this app here. It's $13. When you finish, you can download as well the TechSmith Capture. You download this app, a very good app for recording your screen and your voice. Open the GoodNotes 5 and you press New. Then the drop down box will come up. You press Notebook, and then it will take you to choose your cover and the type of paper you need. There's a big variety, and then you press Create. You press the capture icon, and then you press the record. Make sure your microphone is enabled. It should be the red button, not the blue one. And then you press Start Broadcast, and then you press the home button, and then you open your GoodNotes 5. So as you can see, it's a bit similar to the Smartboard and a Word document from Microsoft. So there's this pen where you can actually write and you can erase. You press the eraser, as you see in the blue here, or the highlighter, you can highlight. And the beauty is it doesn't actually cover the text. You can also as well add a photo from your library. You can choose one or take one from your camera, or import a document from your PDFs. So you can play around with it. Remember, when you're recording, if you look here on top of this, at the very top of the screen, you notice a red circle. That means your iPad is actually recording. Just make sure this is on. Now when you finish, you press on the top right hand side, you see the red circle, you press on it, and this screen will pop up. You press stop and a notification with sound will come up. This one will come up. You press on it, and then you press on the share here, and you can share it to many softwares, as you can see, and you can save it as a video or add it to your shared album or save it as a file. Even you can export it to the drive or send it by mail or by a message, and so on.